Ferrari need a change in 2023, and I think kicking out Binotto is not necessarily the best decision. Now let me go more into depth of this. I think Binotto is a bad team principal. Genuinely, I don't think that he's done much good since he's been here at Ferrari. He has brought the team back a little bit from what was happening in 2020, but I feel like it's pretty known that Binotto makes good cars. Now, when it comes to everything else though, it doesn't seem like he knows how to manage a Ferrari team. He's a good PR guy, and Ferrari loves a good PR guy. They love a guy that can speak to the media, make sure that it's all about Ferrari. Ferrari is the best team on the planet. We are all kind and nice to each other here. He's good at doing that, and that is important for a Ferrari image because clearly they're the team that's been here the longest, and F1 wouldn't exist if it really wasn't for Ferrari, so they have to keep that type of image to make themselves the king of the spotlight and the guys that everybody talks about.
We cannot be too funny considering the performance after Belgium.
Says who?
No, we.
So for those reasons, Binotto is good. Now, kicking him out isn't a solution, and I think putting Binotto in a better spot, which is the technical department and building the car. He needs to be the head guy there because clearly they made a banger of a car in 2022. The car was, if not faster than the Red Bull for probably the first half of the season until some upgrades came. That technical directive came, kind of screwed them over. And they also just didn't do right on the tires. Now, in my opinion, that is where the only part of the car really lacks. Sure, they might not have the straight line speed of a Red Bull, but cornering speed was faster. They were able to keep up with those Red Bulls pretty well. Under DRS, they could have caught the Red Bulls if they wanted to as well, so they needed their tire management to be better. But with that, you have to change how the car is done. Regardless, I'm not no aerodynamicist here, so I can't tell you exactly what I would have done to change that, but I can tell you that Binotto shouldn't leave the team. There are reports now that he is getting changed from team principal from a guy that we all know in the paddock, and that is Frederic Vasseur, the guy that is the Alfa Romeo team principal. And he's the guy that I feel like has developed that Alfa Romeo team into a better team than they really should be, and has done the best that he can. Now, another name got thrown around, which I found hilarious. It was Gunther Steiner. Absolutely not. That would be a terrible change, and he'd probably do way worse than Binotto. Gunther's a funny guy, but he is a terrible team principal, and I stand by that decision, honestly. Or stand by that opinion, if I might say so myself. I think Gunther should actually be changed from even Haas as team principal because what he's doing to that team doesn't really seem like he's making the right steps, and that team always crashes after the first couple of races. 2022, 2019, 2018, perfect examples. They start falling towards the end and are nowhere within the competition. Now, I know that has a lot to do with the budget, but he can be keeping up somewhat with other teams because teams have done with that type of budget way more with way less. So regardless, this is not about Gunther. This is about keeping that Ferrari team in check. The change needs to happen. I mean, what happened in 2022? I just read a report of Binotto talking about Ferrari and saying that it was actually a pretty good season and a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. I completely disagree. They had a championship winning car. They failed at executing that, and I guarantee that Leclerc wouldn't give you a 7.5 or an 8 in the year. He did finish second due to his phenomenal tire management in that last race. That was awesome. But as a team, though, they are not doing what they can be doing. They have not perfected the season. Do I think they would have beaten Max? I don't know. It's probably out of the realm of possibility for this year because he was unstoppable. But do I think they were supposed to have a lot more wins? Do I think that they should have had a lot more points? Should have Leclerc been a lot closer? Should this year have been dominant? No to all those answers. I think this should have been a closer year. It wouldn't have been a Lewis Hamilton Verstappen 2021 year, but it would have been something way closer and probably like a 2017 Vettel and Hamilton year. Something closer where it doesn't feel like a domination and Max goes on to win 15 wins in a 22 race season, with Leclerc only picking up, was it 4 or 5? So for that reason, I think Binotto should be changed. You know what would be funny? I think a guy that needs to lead that Ferrari team would be Frederic Vasseur. I think that guy would be perfect for... He's a guy that can keep the team together. He doesn't BS himself. He says what he wants to say. He has that funny comment on Latifi.
Sometimes it's a technical issue, sometimes it was an engine issue, sometimes it was Latifi or...
But he doesn't need to just filter himself. He needs to be sad in the hard times when it needs to be sad. He's led a team that's been down towards the end for a while now. I think if you led a team that's up, you'd feel very privileged and take it very seriously. While keeping Binotto there to work on the car, Frederick as a team principal, I think that would be huge for the team. I think it would be sick. I did see a couple people throwing around the name Cyril, and that would be pretty funny because I actually thought he was a good team principal in Renault, and I don't think he would have been bad, but I feel like Frederick Vasseur is up to the part. You guys let me know. What do you guys think? Do you think that Binotto should be completely kicked out of the team and have nothing to do with Ferrari? Do you think Frederick should step up? Do you think Binotto should stay? What do you guys think should be the best option for Ferrari? And do you guys think they need a change for 2023? I would be shocked if you said no, but let me know. Please leave a like, subscribe. That would mean the world, and peace.